Nih,
Apa surprise dia? Tambah kamu duit lah, singkang am tas ni.
Wah. Tadi kau ayam sok plum. Bat miah ong, bisa ong. Balak khai miah ke por sok plum. Tadi sekah cung miah.
Kikubor Kapatisi TV. Ka East West Group of Institution Bangalore, ka khot admission na kamta ka nursing but paramedical course, ka bala ithu da ka Indian Nursing Council, ka buy admission ka badunatam, but she's pa percent ka jinyokam. Pila ru ban apply da ka education loan.
U midrang ba ka jilaw konrad ke sangma hakar wedre ujumang arajar punriu. Ulap lipat ba ya ka Sailum ka Karkhana Thir Ksai Ryndia ha Bhoirymbong Ribhoi district kung ka Sailum ban Plie ya ka yok kot jong ka kampen mi Ksai Ryndia bat ban Kershan hikinong thanjan bat hikinong riknyang Ryndia ha them Ribhoi. Haba kedoi ke Ribhoi kung ka do nu jong ka kampen mi Ksai Ryndia ha migalaya ukon rat loong ba ka Ribhoi district la shim ya ka benta ka bakraw ban penlong ya ka migalaya kum kanong penmi ya ka sop knyang Ryndia ka bawan baar naik penmi bun ha ka perthei haga digaski umit nang ba ula ai tiru ya ka song pisa ka balai busan lak hapo ka prime migalaya scheme ban kershan ya ka ni ka sinjam.
This is not just for you all personal thing. It's clearly going to have a huge impact for the population. So I'm so happy. And then I think next step, you need to really see how the producers of the actual style get their actual fashion. So that's really what we want. Right from what but I plan that. The Ryndia is the pride of our state. Karindia, Kalong, Kajingsarong, Yakajila. Friends, I'm extremely honored and proud to be here today in the presence of our Honorable MLA, MDC, our officials, Bawan Lambok Pinrop, our founder of Sailum, and all the other stakeholders who have made this project as well as this program a possibility. Friends, entrepreneurship has been at the core of what our government has been trying to do. Since the beginning, from 2018, we have believed that if Meghalaya has to transform, if we have to achieve the growth that we desire to see, it cannot just be the government working alone. We need enterprise. We need our entrepreneurs to thrive. If you look at any economy in the state, in the country, or in the world, the government is only a facilitator. It provides the opportunity. But it is the entrepreneurs and the people who take that opportunity and create and unlock value. And that is what leads to growth. And therefore, for me, Prime program was one of the first programs I started. And that is that experience of how I had to struggle as an entrepreneur made me realize that if I do ever get an opportunity, if God blesses me with an opportunity to serve our people, then it is entrepreneurship that I will push. I must congratulate Bhoirymbong and his entire team for taking that step, for taking a calculated risk, for seeing the opportunity and creating value out of the opportunity. Before Bhoirymbong had started this project, all our different farmers, the silkworm farmers who were producing close to 7,000 of them, they didn't have a proper regulated market to sell their cocoons. Almost, as mentioned by Bhoirymbong, 500 metric tons, but it's almost close to 600 plus metric tons. So there was no organized market or sector. So our farmers were forced to sell the cocoon in barter system sometimes, not even for money, at the prices that the market and the traders used to offer. They didn't have any other option. They had to just surrender their cocoon. And only to again buy back the yarn from those people who used to produce yarn from those cocoons. That too at triple the price or 4 times the price. And now what Sailum has done, it has created now this opportunity, filled up this vacuum and gap that was present. And as mentioned by our friend who had just spoken before me from Nectar, that they have brought up a unit out here, one of its kind, in the country he's mentioning. If not in the country, at least in the region, I'm sure. There is now being able to give that opportunity to be able to sell the cocoons right here without having to send it outside, getting the right price for it, and most importantly, the weavers are able to then buy this product, the yarns produced out here, at a much more affordable rate than the rate that was being given by outside producers who were producing the yarn. And that is what entrepreneurship is all about, is to see the gap in the market, see the opportunity that exists, take that decision and take that risk and move forward in a way in which you will be able to help thousands of people. So I must congratulate Bhoirymbong and his entire team for the wonderful example that you have set, not just for the Aries silk farmers and weavers, but for the state as a whole. I always have believed, I mentioned, that entrepreneurship is the way forward for us. So where will the rest of the jobs and opportunities come? It will come from entrepreneurship. Whether it is through having a factory like this, or whether it's through the processing unit that we are just came from, where we are producing biochar, as well as we'll be producing processed ginger very, very soon. It's the biggest factory for ginger processing, organic ginger processing and spice processing in the entire Northeast is being set up right here in Ribhoi district. And like this, many, many other processing units being set up throughout the state. The purpose of all of this is to create the job opportunities that we so much require in our state. As I said, close to 60,000 new jobs every year are required. And the government alone cannot do it. It has to be the private sector. And that is why I'm so glad and happy once again that Bawanlam and his team have set up this unit. I think it's very noble on your part. It's not that you are asking only for yourself, but you're asking for the entire sector. And I think that is very, very appropriate and very noble, as I said, of you to think in that line. And so therefore, I'll be very happy to examine this. And rest assured, after seeing the kind of dedication that you have shown to the business and how you are helping so many people around you, I am highly motivated to support you even further. So rest assured, I will definitely look into this and definitely ensure that we take this forward. I will just look into the entire aspect, examine it, and I will, as I said, personally ensure that we move in that line.
Mornings are always busy. Everything feels fast. I hear mom shouting and I'm trying not to be late. Outside, Shillong is already awake. Cars move slowly, horns are loud. It feels like everyone is in a hurry. Then the STEMS bus comes in, bright and yellow, always on time. The caretaker waves and I feel okay. Inside, we laugh and sing. We share snacks, we help each other with homework. It feels nice. My parents know I'm safe through the STEMS app on mom's phone. Because this bus isn't just a ride. It takes us to school, with friends, and a little bit of home. This is STEMS, our ride, our future.